Yo, 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 yo. Welcome back to the Director's Den podcast. This is episode 27, and we here live in Columbus, Ohio. We downtown. We're here at Alley Burger for Media Day with the Politics as Usual cast. I mean, it's fully lit down here.
Absolutely.
We got a beautiful ambiance. I mean, everything is just looking beautiful, man.
Yeah.
The people, shout out Big Mike for allowing us to partner with Alley Burger on this event. And before we get into talking to the cast and crew, I just want to say thank you to everybody that's been subscribing. Thank you to everybody that's been paying attention to what we're doing. This is a little bit off the scale of what we normally talk about, but hey, we about to rock with it. We about to roll. And so to begin, I'm going to give y'all a brief bio of the movie. We're here on Media Day for the highly anticipated movie Politics as Usual, directed by Lavish Film Factory and produced by your own Eddie Jackson and KFCIMAGES LLC. Set to premiere on August 24th, 8/24. Shout out Kobe. Shout out Kobe. This film plunges us into a city on the brink of chaos with a political war raging in the streets, corruption, murder, and sabotage, all covered as one father desperately searches for his kidnapped son. It is a gripping tale that will have you questioning every very fabric of power and morality. Today we dive deep into making the intense drama, chat with the incredible cast, and get the inside scoop on what to bring this story to life. So sit tight, grab your popcorn, and let's unravel the layers of Politics as Usual. My first guest that I'm going to have here is Mr. Kevin Smith. What's going on, Kev?
What's up?
What's going on, baby? How you feeling today?
I'm good. You good?
You good?
Loving the setup.
Man, it's a beautiful day, man.
Let me hold some.
Nah, man, I ain't got nothing, man. I ain't got nothing. Lavish already done took everything I got, man. How's it been for you today, man? How's your week been going?
Everything's been going well, man. Live and blessed. Everything's been going good. No complaints, man.
That's good, man. That's good. Obviously, we're here for the big media day. Politics as Usual coming out at the Lennox premiering 8/24. That's just 2 weeks away, man. How you feeling?
It's right here. A little bit of butterflies, a little bit of goosebumps, but you know, excited. Definitely excited for the moment, man. Definitely excited just to get the show on the road, man, so everybody can see this masterpiece that the cast and Lavish then cooked up, man.
Oh yeah, man. Oh yeah. I got a few questions for you because I feel like you play a very key role. And you also kind of came into the film a little later.
Yeah.
And so, you know, just some questions wrapped around that just to kind of see if we can tap into a little bit of what you was thinking about coming onto film and coming on set. My first question has to do with character development.
Okay.
Can you tell us about your character's journey in the film?
Man, well, so my name is Ronald Sharp, police chief. I'm the police chief in the film, Ronald Sharp. I'm clean on one side, but I'm dirty on the other side. And so pretty much, I don't want to give too much away, but that's pretty much what it is. I'm kind of trapped between trying to keep the mayor happy, but then also trying to keep my counterpart happy that I've been doing dirty business with Victor. So I'm kind of in between the two, playing both sides. And you got to keep watching the film to see how it all shakes out.
Can't give too much away. Can't give too much away. This episode will drop before the premiere, so we're not giving y'all too much. Okay, we're not giving y'all too much. On an emotional standpoint, the movie deals with intense themes like kidnapping, corruption, murder. How do you navigate the emotional weight of these scenes?
I mean, honestly, it's basically what it is today, you know? I mean, you turn to Channel 6, Channel 8 News, what have you, Channel 10 News, and that's what you're going to see, you know? So it's really just those same emotions, you know? Kidnapping, you know, that definitely hits home, especially if you got kids like I do, you know? And then just with the corruption, with the violence, all of this just really hits home. So I really feel like it's going to be a banger in the sense that it's going to be very relatable.
On set, and I had the pleasure of doing set with Kevin a few times. I didn't know he had this much personality until today, because bro was really locked in. Talk about the mentality of getting ready for your role.
For sure, man. That's just me in general. If you give me a task, you give me something to do, I'm gonna take it seriously. I'm gonna lock in. I'm gonna focus. And so I'm an ex-ball player, football player. So I just really kind of take everything just really with that type of approach. And so, like you said, now I ain't working, so I get to chill.
You see, he got the drink in his hand.
I get to sip my yak, and everything's good.
Nah, man, that's dope. That's dope. What do you do outside of acting? What's your normal day to day?
Man, normal day to day is really centered around my son. Man, I got a teenage son. He's in high school, goes to Pick Central, triathlete.
Shout out Pick Central, man. Y'all know I'm an alum of Pick Central, so
okay, I didn't know that.
I think he did that on purpose.
okay. But yeah, just constantly on the roads, man. Part of the reason why I started filming late is because it was during AAU season. So I was on the road every single weekend.
Yeah.
Now we're coming up on football season doing that. So really everything's centered around that. Then I do a couple of business ventures on the side also as well. So, just constantly busy, constantly shaking things up.
You talk about being a father. You talk about obviously, having to have a balanced life when it comes down to, going after the things that you want to pursue, such as acting, and then balancing that work-family life. Yeah. For somebody else that might be in your shoes, you got any tips for them?
Honestly, man, just go after it. Don't try to plan everything out. If you try to plan everything out, you'll never do it. So just go after it. Lean on faith. Lean on your support system if you have one. If you don't have one, just lean on your drive. Just lean on your determination. Luckily, I got one. My son, my wife's at home, so everybody supports it. So that's just what it is.
What are you anticipating for the film coming out, the premiere?
Sell out. Everything sold out. Bananas, crazy. Red carpet, crazy. Lights, camera, action.
I heard you say you step it out. What you wearing?
Man, I can't give that away. Man.
I was trying to get the gems so I can wear what you wear.
I got the bottom part picked out. Now I'm working on the top. I'm piecing it up together.
All right, man. Well, Kevin, I'm excited for this movie, man. I think it was definitely a pleasure to work with you.
For sure, you too.
And hopefully that we can continue to build, man, going forward.
Absolutely.
Thank you, man. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Salute. Politics as usual.
Politics as usual coming out August 24th, premiering at the Lennox here in Columbus, Ohio. If you didn't hear it any other time, you heard it now. Like I said, Politics as usual coming out August 24th here in Columbus, Ohio. At the Lennox. It's going to be lit. It's going to be an awesome, amazing time. Make sure you guys tap in. That was a great time being able to chat with Kevin Smith, who does play the police sergeant on the new movie, Politics as Usual. Up next, we have our mayor, Jason Payne. I couldn't remember his last name. Hey, play his F up, you know what I mean? But Jason Payne with us down here. Jason, how you doing, man? Good, man, good. Highly anticipated movie. I know that you kind of been in and out doing your thing. You've been staying silent about it. Now you finally here. The day is here. How does it feel?
Feels amazing, man. It's been a long time coming. Trying to get everything together. Everyone's schedule. We got jobs, families, but actually to see it come together and actually be here, just a week or so away, it's definitely exciting.
I know you have a multifaceted life, right? You married, just got married. Congratulations.
Thank you.
You working nonstop, father, husband, and then on top of it, you decide to hop on camera and be an actor. Talk about the balance that it took to kind of make that happen.
Definitely a lot of balance. Some weeks, I can't film. I got my kids on every other week or so. So, having them, definitely got into that schedule. With me being married, my wife being the sister of Lavish,
He had
David
big
made it a
shoes
little
to
easier.
fill.
Big shoes to fill. She was already a star, in a couple of his other short films. But, being able to step up as the man of the family, and being the feature film.
Yeah.
So it's definitely exciting, but, able to balance it out and do what it took to, make this movie happen.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up. When you talk about, director Lavish, and obviously it's your brother-in-law, talk about, just dealing with Lavish outside of set and dealing with Lavish on set.
You know, dealing with him on set, you know, he made everything easy. You know, great direction, telling you what you need to do. Also being the brother-in-law, you know, dealing with life issues. You know, making sure little bro is good. You know what I'm saying? So it was definitely a easy transition. You know, we always talk about how you see actors in some movies where it's like top notch.
Yeah.
Then you see him in other movies, it's like, what happened?
Right.
You know, and he always talks about it's directing.
Yeah.
You know, the path that the director puts the actor on gives them what they need to be able to fulfill their role at the highest level. So it was definitely great working with him.
You play the mayor in the movie, and obviously there's some very, very dark scenes to the political side that you play on. Talk about how you think this story reflects to current events that are currently going on in our state of politics right now.
It's kind of, you know, goes in hand. You know, you get to see in this role, you kind of understand the dirtiness that goes on in politics, where you think people are up and up, worried about our country, worried about our city, but they're more just out for self. And that's kind of the same way politics is today. You know, they're just out for self, not concerned about the political climate, about the economy, about our youth. And it's kind of the same way that's, you know, depicted in the movie.
What message do you hope that the audience takes from this film?
I hope they take the message. I hope that they take is an understanding of what actually goes on in our city. And, you know, if you see something going on that's not right, as they say, see something, say something. If you know things that aren't right in our city, say something. Don't be afraid to step up. Don't worry about what's going to happen to you. Just know and trust in God, really. You know that he's going to protect you for whatever's going on, and pray for our city.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That, you know, I'm a man of faith, so I want people to see this movie and take more action in what's going on in real life.
Yeah.
Pray for our city. Get involved in groups that are trying to make our city better.
What's next for you after this film? Any other roles you pursuing? Any other gigs that you want to do?
Nothing I'm pursuing right now, but, you know, with this being Lavish's first premiere film, his first feature film, you know, I'm praying that bigger things come his way. And, you know, being his brother-in-law, and hopefully I do good enough in the movie that he says, you know what, I want Jay to come back and do my next film.
He got to bring you back, or
he got to bring me back.
With his sister.
Right. He got problems with the sister.
That's what's up, man.
Exactly.
Well, Jason, I'm wishing you all the best of luck, man, in your future endeavors. Hopefully we can reconnect on another film set.
Yes,
I would
sir.
love to do that. I loved your energy on set, man. I think we had a lot of fun times. You know, until then, man, best of luck, my brother.
All right, thank you, brother.
Yes, sir, man. That was Jason Payne, the mayor on Politics as Usual. Coming up next, we have somebody that kind of played a very unusual part in the movie, because he played the part of somebody that died. He died in the movie, right?
Man,
and that's one of those things that you really don't know how to really prepare for, right? And so coming to us right now, we have with us Will Bynum.
Hey, what is going on,
What's going on,
brother?
Will? What's going on, Will?
What is happening?
If you could bring the mic, yeah, there you go.
Yes, sir. Yes,
How you
sir.
doing, Will? How's your week been? Oh, Will messing up the set.
Oh, listen, I'm getting it together. All right, I got you.
How your week been, Will?
The week has been great, man. Promoting the premiere, man. Getting the word out.
Yep.
Trying to get bodies in seats, man. It's been great. It's been busy.
This the film and your character, it's very it's a different role, right?
It is.
You don't really have too many lines.
No, I don't have any.
You die.
And I don't have any lines, brother.
How did it feel to kind of embody that? I mean, because we don't hope to die every day, and
We
to
don't.
prepare yourself mentally that I'm going to die in this film.
Yeah.
How do you protect yourself not only mentally but spiritually as well, getting into the role and then exiting the role?
I mean, it's really kind of hard to explain, man, to get into the role of somebody dying, because, like you said, you don't really think about that on a daily basis. You don't envision yourself doing that. So it took a little bit to actually get into the role of making it seem real, making it be real to the viewing public. So, you know, it was something to get into, and then to come out of it, man, was it was just crazy because it's like, wow, you know, this is what it could look like.
Right.
You know, or something like that. So it was kind of crazy, man. It was kind of crazy. As simple as it was, as small as the role as it was still something to experience, man.
Behind the scenes, what was some of the direction given by director Lavish to you to make this scene be everything that it needed to be?
So, I mean, he wanted me to, you know, tap into, I mean, you know, one, being natural in one of the scenes. When we're in the car, you know, he wants me to just be as natural as possible, be authentic as possible. Don't try to be anything, but just be. His directing was absolutely amazing. Even in the scenes where I died, there was still direction in that as well. You think he'd be like, okay, just lay there. Nah, it was more, you know, be here, be there, do it like this, do it like that. So he kind of guided me through it, man. His direction was amazing.
When you talk about the film coming out August 24th, and obviously, I mean, you had a very vital role in there. Because you die, all this corruption unfolds and all these things. Like, you were on top. And
man,
you never really are shown in the film as somebody being on top.
Yeah.
But it is portrayed that you were the guy before your demise.
Yeah.
Talk about that scene where you're in the car and you're about to take. How do you embody that?
Really understanding what's about to happen to you, and kind of putting yourself in the moment of vulnerability, being vulnerable in that moment. Put yourself in the scene where you can allow that to just take place and for it to look believable, man. So it was just getting into that space.
What's next for you, Will?
Well, I'm hoping many more ventures with you know, Lavish Films, and with your great filmography that you've been doing, man. You've been doing a great job. Let us not set aside the man behind the camera, and that's this man right here that's behind the mic right now.
I appreciate you.
But hopefully many more, man. Many more speaking roles down the line. I'll probably have some voice spots in the film as well, because I'm a voice actor as well. So, you know, we'll see how that goes as we can try to combine the two. But just more adventures in this realm, man.
Nice, man. I'm hoping the best for you, man. I'm hoping that, you know, going forward you get more leading roles that don't lead to you dying.
Man, you know.
But you play a great person for that role, and I think you did amazing.
I
Just
appreciate
being on
that,
set
brother.
with you. I love your energy, man, and wish you all the best in your future endeavors, man.
I appreciate that,
Yes,
family.
sir.
I appreciate that.
Hey,
family.
that was Will Bynum. He plays the mayor that dies, and that basically starts all the corruption that goes on in politics as usual.
Politics
Up
as
next,
usual. Show
I
up.
have Ashley Smith. Ashley is coming to the stage, and you know, Ashley has a supporting role in the film, as she serves as one of the mayor's executive assistants. And she did an awesome job, and I'm super excited about you know, speaking with her. And welcome Ashley to the set. How you doing, Ashley?
Hello. Oh my God, I can see myself on there.
How's your week going?
My week?
Yeah, how's your week going?
My week has been fantastic. My birthday was last Wednesday.
Okay, happy birthday.
Turned 27.
27, okay. You turned. You turned. You grown now.
They laugh because I'm not 27.
What you sipping on over there?
A lemon drop.
Lemon drop. Okay, it look good. No alcohol for me, but it
Gotta
looks
keep
good.
it cute.
Now, I know with the Politics as Usual film, you came in late into the film. Talk about that experience, being asked to come on set and remember these lines, and how was you able to embody that?
First of all, I didn't remember the line. You know that.
She did I. She did I.
Took 48 takes, but we got it.
Okay.
It was a lot of pressure because I've never done anything as far as like acting. So it was like kind of like, I mean, I've seen Tubi movies. You know, you'd be like, oh my God, like what? So it was like a lot of pressure.
Are you saying that Politics as Usual is what you would consider a Tubi movie?
No, but I'm just saying, like, you know when you're, like, watching movies and you're like, damn, like, it was just no type of emotion, no anything, no, just, they just said the shit. That was the first take and they went with it. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, all right. So it was like no real reward in
like
that
direction or anything,
exactly.
like no emotion. So I will say, like, when I came on and they were like, no, say it like this. Oh, change your tone. Oh, change your body. Change this. I'm like, all right, this is real. Like, I learned a lot.
Talk about dealing with director Lavish and some of the insights that he was able to help you with coming onto the set late and and to get you prepared for the role.
Just the encouragement, like and also Nancy too. She helped out a lot too, because I was super nervous. I was scared. I'm like, oh my God. But it's like they made me actually feel comfortable. That helps out a lot, because I didn't know what to expect.
How was it working next with Marlon? Marlon's not here. He's at his daughter's birthday party in Houston, Texas. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
But how was it working with Marlon and being his executive assistant?
Like, working with him, he's new to this as well. So it was just like, when he was just like, oh, I've never acted, it was like, okay. So you're not going to be critiquing like every little thing. At the library, like when we shot our scenes, he didn't know his lines either. So we were like practicing together. So it was like, that took the pressure off, because I'm like, okay, I'm not the only one that came, like, it's not that I didn't practice my lines on purpose. You know how life just happens.
Yeah.
But, you know, everybody worked outside of this and everything. But it was like, that was a weight lifted.
Talking about your future and possibly being an actress going forward and maybe seeking out more leading roles, what does that look like for your career? And how did this film help?
Okay. So, I don't know about doing like a whole entire like movie, being like the main lead character, because my 4 lines was a lot. That damn near took me out.
4 lines.
4. But it is something I look forward to doing it in the future. Like I said, maybe something like as far as like fashion, like, you know, like a remake of like Clueless, something like, I can see myself doing something like that, or some type of like comedy, because I love to laugh. But other than that, like the super serious stuff, I don't know about that.
Well, whatever you do going forward, I know that you got a music career as well.
Yes, I do.
Let people know where they can find your music and how they can find you online.
All right. So, as far as like music, I go by Chastity Storm. My Instagram, Green Eye Bombshell. I'm also into like fashion. I can make clothes. I sell clothes. You need a stylist, anything like that. Makeup artist. I have a cosmetology license as well. Hit me up.
Y'all heard it here first. Make sure y'all reach out to Ashley Smith if you need that cosmetology, you need a bar or two, and if you need a possible actress in your film. She's doing all 3. Thank you for joining us today, Ashley.
Thank you.
We're going to take a quick break. I'm going to play the trailer to the new movie, Politics as Usual, and we'll be right back after that.
Is it done?
You can start your campaign tomorrow.
With the election just a few months away, the race for the next mayor of Columbus is getting pretty intense.
Listen, I'm not worried about Victor just yet. I'm more concerned about who's able to bring in drugs in the city and distribute them without being seen or heard of.
Her name is Dakota Fleming, multi-millionaire, soon-to-be billionaire business tycoon. Can you ask Mom, can I come love you, T?
Did something happen? You left Carter outside? Why you was in here getting hot?
I was coming right back. Old enough to look after himself.
I've been like that 12 years. Nah, I heard shit from you. Where the fuck is my baby, motherfucker? Where the fuck am I baby?
You won't find a detective more dedicated to finding out what happened to your son.
I want to know why people feel safe walking around these streets and you standing here getting high.
I grew up here. I'm from these streets. So I know what it takes to get this city back on track.
I'm gonna ask you one more time. Man, where Carter at?
So what you about to do? Fuck the city up? By yourself?
If I got to.
We don't know a lot about Stephen Victor other than his reputation as a businessman. He's kind of making his way into politics the way Trump did.
Tell you what, once they find out whose dad this kid is, hell of a lot more bodies gonna pile up.
Yo, welcome back. I hope y'all enjoyed the trailer. I hope you guys come out to the premiere. It's August 24th here in Columbus, Ohio at the Lennox. We are downtown at Alley Burger. Shout out to Big Mike for having us. We down here off of High Street. We got a lot of motion going on down here.
We do.
And I got Beauteous Breeze. That's her IG name, Brea Spencer.
Yes. Hi.
She has a very unique role because she gets to play herself in the film, and I'm excited to have her. Brea, what's going on?
Yes, I am so excited. And actually, I love that I get to play myself in the movie. Like, what better way to act than to be yourself?
Exactly. When you look at yourself and your film career, what's some other actresses or media personalities that's kind of affected your role and turned you into the person that you are today?
Well, that's a great question. Some people that I've always idolized since I was young have been Oprah, Queen Latifah.
Okay, you talking heavy. You walking heavy, Doc.
Queen Latifah, okay? Those two women in particular are two people. First of all, let me manifest. I can't wait to meet and interview myself. But it
will happen.
Had somewhat of like a class act type of career. You know, they're multifaceted, they're multi-talented, they're not just one note, and I identify with that very much. I call myself a multifaceted individual because we master multiple crafts.
Exactly,
you know what I'm saying? So they have been two people that I've watched since I was a young woman and been inspired by since I was young.
This film deals with a lot of emotional things that draw a lot of emotion out, right?
Yes.
You got kidnapping, you got corruption, you got father's desperation to find his son. On top of that, he got baby mama drama, right?
Of course.
When you look at the film and you look at every scene that you've maybe been able to see this far, how does that relate to what we are dealing with here in Columbus, Ohio in real life? And I know, you're a media personality, so you cover things like these. I mean, you read out those heartbreaking messages and announcements.
Yeah.
How does this film correlate with real life?
One thing about this film is it's extremely relatable. The storyline is heavily relatable. I find myself, the more and more that I uncovered and watched and saw scenes, I'm like, wow, like I think and I think a lot of the cast may be able to relate to that it was easy in a way to shift into the roles because it is so relatable. We're dealing with everyday stuff, real life stuff that we deal with literally all the time here. So it's not abnormal to kind of tap in to those emotions because a lot of us are going through it right now.
Yeah, that's true, and I think there's not enough in movies and films that are really depicting truly the true message of what's going on in the world. Obviously, there's the road of entertainment, and then there's the road of reality. When you look at the film, how do we teeter the line
between reality
and entertainment?
Like I said, the film is very much heavily relatable. I think that is the beauty of Politics as Usual because not only are we highlighting issues that people, your everyday individual, may not understand or know about, but it brings, especially in this season, when we're dealing with crazy elections ourselves in real time, I think this movie is like so right on time where, the people watching this, the audience will really be able to tap in and appreciate the film. You know what I'm saying? Because it's highlighting real life issues, real political issues.
With that being said, man, make sure y'all go vote for Kamala Harris.
Hello?
For president. We trying to put the first black president female
Yes.
in office.
Yes, but more importantly, just make sure you vote. Exercise your right to vote. October 7th is the last date to register to vote.
Yep.
So if you are eligible, it is your civic duty and responsibility to exercise your right. Don't forget, people that look like us fought for
Yep.
this right. Hello?
Listen, we're not trying to hear, Trump made it. If he make it, you allowed him to make it. And, that just means there wasn't enough hands in the pot to get Kamala in.
Absolutely.
Because I definitely think that she's pushing the right agenda.
Absolutely. And come on now, Donald Trump, be fucking for real. You can be anything in this world. Be for real. That man is a criminal. He is let's talk about reality. He is a reality TV star. Now, I will credit to him to say he's a businessman.
He definitely
is a businessman, and that's it, and that's all.
And he know how to beat a Fed case. But we're going to move on.
I say he a businessman.
The story is deeply rooted in relationships, whether they're strained by political conflicts or personal tragedies. How did you develop on-screen chemistry with your co-stars to ensure the relationships felt authentic?
One thing about me is I'm a Libra, okay? So it is in my nature to adapt to any and every scenario that I'm in. Like, I hate awkward moments and awkward, like interactions with people. So I kind of find myself just naturally, making sure I'm breaking the ice with people and making them feel comfortable, especially when we're walking into scenarios as strangers. I don't meet no strangers. You know what I'm saying? Like, my goal is to have everyone that I meet feel like we've built a bond, or at least built a rapport, if not family, like vibes. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, I definitely think that's what it's all about. It makes everybody more comfortable.
Yes,
It
the world is
fosters
awkward
a
enough.
fun environment.
Yes.
And then on top of that, I feel like when everybody's clicking, everything goes and flows
Yes,
well, right?
You is so right.
When you look at the collaborative process, and how was it working with Lavish Film Factory and KFCIMAGES on this project? And were there any moments during film that kind of stood out to you that you might want to mention on the pod?
Honestly, this has been such a great experience. Like, I feel like they make, as someone who has a small role, no role is too big or too small. They made everybody feel like a star, which, let's start there, is very important to build the morale and build the energy around your project. And also, Lavish Film Factory has been extremely professional and always prepared. Like, they always wow me, even with today. Like, this is amazing. You know what I'm saying? Like, always wow me with the workmanship and the time and attention that they put into their craft.
Yeah.
So it's made this experience, it elevated it so much more, working with professional Black men. Yeah.
Lastly, I know you're already in media. You're already a radio host.
Yeah.
Make sure y'all check her out. She'll give you her show details and all that at the end.
Yes.
But when it comes down to film, what's your pursuit?
I am really just kind of getting started. I'm just getting my feet wet. I think we talked about earlier, this came at such a perfect time for me. I recently was a part of some Country Wayne skits, which is an opportunity that just fell in my lap. So this, is helping me really kind of dig a little deeper.
Shout out Country Wayne.
Hello? Dig a little deeper and really get in my bag to see, and I love it. And I do want to kind of get into it more and take advantage of more opportunities. So am I on the staff or not?
That was Brea Spencer. Thank you for being a part of the movie.
Thank you for having me.
Energy was infectious.
Yes,
You can definitely tell you feel every space you to walk into with happiness and joy.
You know the vibes.
And that seems like that's always the personality. Give them where they can find you in real life and how they can follow your
Absolutely.
movement.
You can follow me on social media at Beauty is Breeze. Everything is spelled correctly. I am on your radio on Power 107.5, 106.3 each and every weekend. Saturdays 1 to 4 p.m. Sundays 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. And you can catch me on some overnights. Real late night vibes. Midnight to 6 a.m. Beauty is Breeze on everything.
That was Beauty is Breeze. Make sure y'all go follow her.
Motherfucking politics as usual. Hello?
Hey, turn up. Make sure y'all go follow Beauty is Breeze on all social media platforms. And also, man, shout out to this Fitted, man. We got Fresh Fly in the building, man. And this Fitted is just fitting me right. You know what I mean?
Our dream in the building. You can't see my shirt, but I rep for the set,
you know
okay?
What I mean? We putting on black on out here.
Impressive brand. The
hey,
girls
Impressive's
are
in the building, man.
Impressive.
We got Constance. We got her podcast in the building.
Yes,
we got
what's her
What We
podcast?
Talking About in the building.
One Iconic podcast.
One Iconic
yes,
podcast.
Yes, and she's bomb. She's gorgeous. Get into it.
It's lit out here. It's lit out here. Coming up next, we have somebody that I feel like they said at the end of the trailer they felt like his line made the trailer. It made it
It's
the
everything.
most serious thing out there. And I feel like far as when it comes down to just dealing with actors and actresses, one of my favorite actors to work with on set, just because he brung it every single trip. We're going to bring him to the stage.
Get it right and get it tight.
We got Greg Mitchell coming to the stage.
Yeah, Greg!
Bring on my boy Greg.
Okay.
What's going on, Greg?
Hey.
Hi.
Go ahead and slide in there.
How are you? Good to see you again.
See you.
Grab my water out your way.
Whole lot of love in the building, man. Whole lot of love in the building. Hey, man, while we waiting, just make sure you go follow the Director's Den podcast on all social media platforms, man. We out here in Columbus, Ohio. We doing it live. This is big time. Up next, like I said, I do have Mr. Greg Mitchell, who plays one of the most pivotal roles in this movie to me, because I feel like to be a cop and to be a dirty cop, that it takes a lot of strength to play both sides. Greg, welcome to the Director's Den.
Great to be here, Eddie. Appreciate it, brother.
Greg, man, I know you've been in this thing since day one. Talk about the process of the filming, man. I know you did a lot of your scenes, and then you didn't have too many scenes, and then we would bring you in for here and there. Talk about the process, though, and how it's been for you.
It's been awesome. I mean, it's just so great to meet new people and see the energy and the passion, people like yourself and Steph. It's been the best thing for me, is just to witness the creativity, passion, and it was real easy to get up for the role in my little parts that I had, because I just really felt the energy. So it's been awesome.
You played the cop, one of the cops in the movie. Talk about how it was working with Lavish Film Factory, and were there any moments during film that stood out as particular collaborative or creative fulfilling for you?
Yeah, I mean, it's been a great experience overall, and then me and my kind of co-star, if you will, Deb, we had a lot of scenes together, so I felt we built a really good rapport. I had to kind of try to manage that line between coming off as her mentor, but also knowing I got some, let's face it, some shady shit going on in the background. So,
Right.
So I tried to be as cool and calm as I could be with that, and with great direction. You know, obviously with you behind the camera, guiding me like, hey, wait, I think this angle's better, or we could shoot it from this way.
Yeah.
And then, you know, with Steph, just kind of helping with some emphasis on some things, and you know, but it's been so positive. That's been the great part. Super encouraging. Everyone's pretty excited to be a part of this local production, and pretty easy to get psyched for it.
You're a lawyer in real life, right?
True,
So,
yeah.
So how was it playing a dirty cop?
It was awesome. It was awesome. I mean, you know, I'm kind of managing partner of our firm. Shout out to AG Clymer. That's the name of our firm.
Hey.
We do workers' comp and Social Security and personal injury. So if y'all need help, look us up. You know, but it's a different role, right? I'm representing clients. I obviously try to be zealous for them and trying to run the firm. This is a way to really step out of that zone and just kind of let myself go, let my artistic side flourish a little bit. So I loved it, man. I just I embraced it. You know, if it was up to me, I'd probably be in half the movie if I could, just because it was so much fun. But this is a good baby step, and I think you know, I got really good feedback from everybody, which is nice, because it's my first
Dope,
movie.
man.
So you know, it's pretty cool.
Dope, man. Your characters are deeply entrenched in a political war that rages in the film. How did you navigate portraying figures of power who both manipulate and take advantage of people's vulnerableness, and what message do you hope that the audience gets from that piece?
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of emotion in the movie. Obviously, I hope everybody that sees this can come out and see it and ride those waves of emotion themselves. But at the end, I think the end is important to provide some hope. You know, there's a lot of dirty stuff going on in the movie, and there's lot of dirty stuff we got to deal with in real life. But to me, and I haven't seen the finished product, obviously it's still being worked on, but what I got out of the end was kind of recognition that even kind of disadvantaged folks can rise, number one, rise up, number two, be appreciated. And I think that can give hope to anybody, no matter what their situation is. So that's kind of what I got, at least out of the ending. That's what I hope people get out of it.
When you talk about just real life and balancing real life with acting, is there any tips or tricks that you may have for somebody else that holds a very, serious role as yourself? You would never really see a lawyer or somebody in your shoes really step out and just embrace their artistic control. Any tips or tricks for those type of professionals out there that might be interested in getting into film?
Yeah, I mean, just take a chance. I mean, I'm blessed in many, many ways, and Constance, who works at our firm, she's the one I gotta tip my cap to her. She's the one that kind of put a bug in Steph's ear that she thought she might know somebody that might be able to play a role. So I owe it to her, but she kind of opened the door, and I was very, very happy to go through it. So again, I guess the tip would be just, even if it seems a little bit out of your comfort zone or you're not sure, take a chance. I mean, it can be a heck of a lot of fun.
What's next for Greg? Outside of going back to regular life and helping people in the community in real life, what's next for your film career?
Yeah, who knows? I certainly hope I get a chance to do some of this work again through either with Steph, or if somebody sees this movie, I would love the opportunity to do some more. I did some community theater back in the day, so that's certainly on my radar to try to get back into. Way back in the day, did some stand-up comedy. I'd love to maybe get back at that. So this is really, I feel, kind of giving me some motivation.
You got a joke for us?
No, it's all set up stuff. Don't put me on the spot. Don't put me on the spot. But, it'd be great to get back into that, and take a shot.
Yeah.
I feel it's giving me a little confidence to do that. So,
Greg, I appreciate you coming on the Director's Den podcast, man. It's been a pleasure working with you, and hopefully we can get to work together on some more films, man.
I would love that, Eddie. I love that. Go see the movie, people. You're going to love it.
You heard it here first, man. Go see the movie August 24th, man. Politics as Usual coming out Columbus, Ohio at the Lennox Theatre. We got good food. We got an after party. You got a great movie. It's going to be a wonderful night.
Absolutely.
All
Thanks,
right,
Eddie.
Greg.
Appreciate it,
No
brother.
problem. Coming on next, we have Sierra Shanks. She plays a very pivotal role in the movie Politics as Usual, as she is I believe you're an attorney, right? A lawyer yourself?
No. I
An
am
EA?
campaign manager.
A campaign manager for the mayor. Yep.
For now, she has bigger dreams for things in the future.
Hey, come on, speak that.
But
Throw
for
that
now,
in there.
she's
Throw
a
that in
campaign
there.
manager.
Yeah.
But she got the plan.
How's your week been, Sierra?
It's been a really good week. We've been pushing this premiere on August 24th. I'm super excited. So a whole week of promo, and today has been so dope, connecting with the cast members, some people meeting for the first time because we're just in different scenes. The energy is just there, so I'm so excited.
When you look at your role, how was your role just pivotal for the movie, and how was you able to embody that role?
Man, I had to get my Olivia Pope on. And so, being the
Come on,
the
Olivia
current,
Pope.
I had to get my Olivia Pope on, like Woman on a Mission. So Mayor Brown is a big piece to Columbus in Politics as Usual. And, it's important that he gets back into office. But it's, campaign season and a lot of crazy things going on in the city. And so, I just have his back. I just have his back on this mission for re-election.
When you look at your role and you look at some of the things that were brought up, you got, outside of just politics, corruption, abduction, a whole bunch of just grimy different things, right? And the world we live in today, we're dealing with a lot of these same issues. How was it for you to kind of click it on, to be on set, and then how do you turn it off when you leave set?
Yeah. we had some really important scenes, discussing a lot of the things that are happening in the movie, trying to figure out what's going on in my role. And so I'm naturally a goofy person. I think I'm a comedian. So I had to be very serious, and that was kind of difficult. And so really to process what's happening in these movies, we know politics can get very corrupt. So really just taking on how serious this is, knowing that this is real life as well, and playing that role. And then I think it was kind of easy to cut off because when the cameras cut off, we was playing on set. It was a good time.
Yeah. Well, what's a good moment or memory that you remember from set that kind of stood out to you?
Oh my gosh. Okay, so we want to make sure, I know quality is everything, and I'll never forget one time in one scene you could see like the guy was acting like I was on the phone, but I was on the photo, so you could see the gallery at the bottom. We was like, nah, we ain't gonna be raggedy now. So that was funny. And then trying to be serious and me thinking I'm being mean, like I'm thinking I could be assertive, and they're just like, nah, you a Care Bear right now, Sierra. You need to toughen up. So those were good memories. I really had a good time on set.
Can you share any behind the scenes moments that stand out to you outside of that moment that made you better?
Man, just
any
really,
conversations you might have had with Lavish?
Yeah,
things
so
he might have said to you?
a lot, really, like really making the lines your own, becoming your character. Like I've done little things here and there. I've been in plays, and I'm just thinking about lines, but this was really a moment where I really learned just the essence of really taking on and becoming your character, so that you can really have that body language, really knowing the story. So when I showed up, I thought of everything that came with Chanel. Like Chanel comes with A, B, C, D. You gotta watch, you gotta come see what she packing, what she coming with. But really thinking about that all the time and making sure I really embody that character. That was a good, I really enjoyed that, and I'm excited to do that again, honestly.
What do you do in real life, Sierra?
Okay, in real life, I'm out here trying to save the world. No, but I love to give back. I love to help people, so I'm in service. I consider myself a servant leader. So right now I work with youth. I empower teams, just helping people in the nonprofit space.
Yeah. And how does your role and what you do in real life, how did that contribute to your success on film?
Oh, I think that helps a lot, honestly, because, again, Chanel shows up as a boss, and she's on a mission. And a lot of the times, like in the nonprofit space, when you're trying to show up, you have a mission to fund your programming. You have a mission to build partnerships, and things get real serious when you're trying to help the community with a lot of the trauma that we see in the film. And so I always say art imitates life, and life imitates art, honestly. And so it really helped a lot. I picture myself like, okay, I'm going into a really important meeting, and there's no games, there's no smiles.
Yeah.
And so that really helped a lot. Yeah.
That's what's up. You're a content creator yourself, right?
I am.
I see you out here at Media Day. She's snapping it up. Right. She got her girl with her. They getting all the behind the scenes.
Pictures, girl.
They done took advantage of my lighting. They didn't.
Right. I done been over here a couple times like, oh, he got the setup. Because listen, I've been waiting to be on the director's den. You know what I'm saying? You doing your thing.
Appreciate you.
The setup is fire as always. So listen, you going places. Don't forget about me when you get there.
I got you. I ain't never gonna forget
Lavish.
about you.
Come on, Lavish.
We got an appearance with director Lavish
been
popping in.
Stepping with Lavish since the kid days. Ain't it fire?
I gotta.
Talk it to the mic, boss.
Yeah, this fire. And he's going crazy. I'm sweating. This all type of.
Hey, man, we live out here, man. You down here at Ali Burger, man. Shout out to Big Mike, man, for letting us rock out, man.
Yeah.
It's the Directors Den podcast, man. The movie comes out August 24th.
August 24th.
Shout out Kobe, man. You know I got the Lakers jersey
Yeah.
on, man. Rest in peace, my guy, the GOAT. But it's going to be here in Columbus, Ohio, man, at the Lennox Theatre. Make sure y'all pop out. Only wear your best. If I see anybody not looking their best, I'm sending you home. ASAP.
Get out of here.
You got to step. This is a red carpet event. Only come if you're ready.
Yes.
So, hey, stay ready so you ain't got to get ready. You feel me? Sierra, we hope you have a great week. It was wonderful working with you on set. And, hopefully we get to do many more films together.
Yes, I'm ready for the next one. Don't forget about me. Write me in the script.
I got you.
Lavish. Don't forget about me.
I got you. It looks like Director Lav is going to go ahead and Go ahead and hop in the chair.
Yeah, for sure. You gotta get this. This is crazy.
Now, Director Lav, you know, this is the writer, the whole vision behind
Eddie, bro.
behind the podcast.
I wasn't supposed to be this active today, Eddie, bro.
Nah, bro. He needed to be this active.
I did not need
What's
to be
going on,
active.
Lav?
What's
How your week
happening?
been, man?
It's been a busy week, crazy week editing. I'm just in the lab, Eddie. You know, I'm in the lab. When you talk to me, I'm in the lab, or I'm tired from being in the lab. So,
How does it feel, man, just to be from Columbus, Ohio, and to be able to put on such a production, the time that it took to pour into the production? How does it just feel to know you're at the end and we about to get to the premiere?
the end is always bittersweet because of how much work you put in. Like, damn, it's about to be over in 10 days. Like, politics as usual is about to be over in 10 days. So it's real crazy. It's a crazy moment. And, you know, it's a good feeling, too, that we about to be done. So I'm just trying to enjoy it, but everything happening too fast. Every day is something new. So when it's something new every day, you can't really enjoy it because it's always something new. You feel me? I mean, you know, you be right there. You feel me?
Yeah.
Whatever. Hey, it's new. It's something new every day. It's about to be something new tomorrow. It's about to be something new Monday. It's every day until the premiere because that's how it's been for the last month. So it's all happening fast, but it's dope. And you know, you gotta enjoy the moment when you can, like today. That's why I'm sweating Milagro. Yeah, so I was sweating Milagro. Hey, Dez, bro.
Hey, hold on, man. I got a few more
bro.
questions for you. We do got the GOAT, Dez Arz. He did just walk up.
Dez in
I got
the
a couple
building.
questions for you. As just being a producer, Politics as Usual dives into some themes of corruption, power, personal loss. What inspired you to create this story, and how did you ensure each of the themes was woven into the final product?
That's a good question. But to make sure each of them was woven into the product, I just kept writing. I kept reinventing it. As you know, like, we was on set and something was supposed to look one way, and then we remixed it. So
you ain't had no problems with changing it up on the spot.
Nah, bro, whatever, you feel me? We had to change a lot of stuff up on the spot. Somebody may not show up, somebody may be missing, and so we had to change a lot of stuff up, but that's what is making the movie different and unique and kind of current. You feel me? Because I wrote this movie a long time ago, like a long time ago. So us remixing everything on the spot made it current. You feel me? And that's really the first time I really realized that. But yeah, we was remixing all the old stuff, putting all the new stuff in, rewriting everybody new scenes and rewriting new people in.
Yeah.
You feel me? Marlon, Ashley, Dakota, Deb, the Great. Them is all people who was not in the original script.
Yeah.
And I just came across them and wrote all they scenes in real time. You feel me? So everybody, as you know, you was there. So it's kind of crazy talking to you about it because you was there. We just kept running it. And until we got done, we stuck to the script as much as possible and then added more, reinvented it and made it current. And definitely with Politics as Usual, and the election coming up, it just matched. It was a perfect marriage. You feel me? So in November, when the election come, Politics as Usual is dropping. You feel me? And it's just gonna be on brand. And after that, bro, we trying to make a crazy run and then come right back with another crazy run. And then right after that, come right back with a crazy run. So that's the plan. And we're gonna stick to it. And the first step is Politics as Usual, though. You feel me? We still, I didn't turn the movie in yet. Like, I'm still working. I got like 8 days, and I'm gonna use all them 8 days, the last minute, call the theater, hey, you sure you need it a week before? Can I get it to you in 2 days? Like, so, yeah, it's like that. But it's fun. I'm trying to enjoy the process while I can because it's over soon. And we just gonna have the release of it on streaming services. So after that, it's really over.
The balance, the movie balances intense action with deep emotional moments. How do you work with cast and crew to achieve that balance?
You say, how did I work with casting?
Yeah, with the cast and crew to achieve that balance. And what was your approach to directing such a complex film?
Well, when I wrote this, like I said, it wasn't a lot of people in it originally. I don't even know which story I started with because everybody got their own story. I can't remember what story. I don't know if I started with the politics side first, or it might have been the Dez and Dupree relationship vibes, then Dia, then, you feel me?
Yeah.
It might have started from there, and then the politics got involved because Carter got kidnapped. I think that's probably how I started the process of this movie. So once I had that nucleus, I just built everything else around it.
Yeah.
You feel me? And that's how it really came. And then the casting was just, you know, we live in Columbus, Ohio, so the range of people is not crazy. If I did it, I'm not getting 1,000 people out of casting calls.
Right.
It's just not possible. So I had to go with the people that I visually seen was great people for these parts, whether they had acting experience or not. You feel me? And I did that, and because they didn't have acting experience, we stayed in script reads for a long time. And then us being in script reads played a big part because it allowed us to remix it. It built chemistry, you feel me? So we remixed all them scenes, and we was able to do that because it built chemistry. You feel what I'm saying? So that's how it came about. I stuck to the casting. If somebody dropped off, it was somebody came and killed the role. And we didn't have a lot of those instances, but some instances we did, and but it all worked out for the better. And yeah, I'm grateful.
Last question. I know it's media day. We down here at Alley Burger. We outside.
Yeah,
It's
we
Columbus,
outside.
Ohio, downtown. We on High Street. It's good vibes in the air, so I want to make sure you can get back to the party.
For sure.
Can you share what messages do you hope your audience takes away from this film?
The message that I want them to take from watching this film was that it was a well-produced movie independently. That's what I want people to look at and see when they see Politics as Usual. This was done independently with people with no experience. We didn't have this your first movie, kinda, sorta. You've been in the field, but this is my first movie and full movie, and this is everybody's in the movie, first movie. So this was everybody's first time.
Yeah.
And people keep asking me how long it took, and it took the latter almost 2 years. You feel me? 18 months, 19 months. And that was because this was everybody's first time doing it. It will probably never take us this long ever again to finish a project, but it was so many moving parts. It's like 20 people in it. So you feel me? That's 20 people's schedules, not including my schedule and your schedule, our kids' schedules, girlfriends, wife schedules.
Yeah.
I'm single, but
It's a lot.
yeah, we gotta see.
You heard it first here, ladies. He's single.
Yeah. So
Man is single.
So yeah, definitely ready to mingle. For sure. So yeah, man, I'm just appreciative of I didn't even know you. You talk about casting, I didn't even know you before this. So yeah, it was everybody was meeting everybody for the first time. We at the mixer and people still meeting each other for the first time.
Right.
So yeah, speaking of, there go Greg right there walking in. He got his G Money shirt on. You get Greg with his G Money shirt on. So yeah, man, that's casting played a big part for sure. And Ashley over there, I think she was one of the last people that got added to the movie, and she killed it.
Yeah.
You feel me? So, you know, everybody just fit well into the vision. So yeah, man, that's how casting played a big part of making it what it is.
Any last words that you may have for any other creatives, writers, filmmakers, people that's looking to do their next film?
Yeah, for
what
sure.
tips and tricks or any
Nah, it's
positive
just one.
inspiration you
It's
have
just
for 'em?
one, and it's don't quit. If you quit, it's over. You feel me? Like, what you gonna do when you quit is no. All right, do you got a backup plan for when you quit? Because if you got a backup plan, you shouldn't be doing it anyway. You feel me?
Yeah.
Like, so it wasn't no backup plan for me with Politics as Usual, and we had to get to it no matter how long it took. It had to get done because that's connected to a whole bunch of other things. You feel me? So in my mind, I couldn't do nothing until I got Politics as Usual done, and that's why I say 18 months is a long time, but it really wasn't. Like months, and sometimes, you know, we'll go months without filming. You
Right.
feel me? And then other months we going crazy. So you just can't quit. Don't quit or it's over. And then if you quit, everybody gonna be like, see, I told you so. So you feel me? If you gonna quit, don't start, because you already know if you don't love it before you get into it. You already know if you ain't putting everything into it, you ain't gonna get everything out. So if you quit, it's over. What you gonna do? Now it's back to the drawing board. But if you ain't never gotta go back to the drawing board if you just don't quit. You feel me? So yeah,
Well,
man.
Lav, man, it's been a pleasure working with you on this film. I'm
For
glad
sure.
you reached out to me. I'm glad we was able to connect.
Yeah.
And August 24th, man, we got something special hitting the theater,
bro. It's
man.
going. Oh yeah,
For the
824 is going
Lennox.
crazy. Phoenix Lennox Theater, 824. It's gonna be a great time. It's getting catered by Chef Lavish. The food is different. You feel me? And after party is at New Art, and we gonna go crazy. We gonna have a great time, and you don't want to miss it. If you miss it, Eddie, if they miss it, you gonna have to hear about it. It ain't gonna ever be the
You have
same.
to buy it on streaming services.
Yeah, you gotta see it on streaming. Like, period. There's no other way you're gonna be able to see it unless I want to let people see it. But if you don't come see it in August, you're gonna have to wait till November, damn near. You feel me? So, yeah, go get your tickets ASAP.
Make sure you go get your tickets right now on Eventbrite. It's the politics
Yes,
as
Dez,
usual.
sir. Come tag in, Dez.
Politics as usual.
I thought you went before me. Sheree, you never went? Oh, yeah. Let me get up out of here. I did my job. I did my
Four
duty.
more actors and actresses coming on. And it looks like next we got Constance, who plays the evil, sassy.
Sheree, what it look like over there?
Evil,
I gotta see what I look like right there.
Constance, how you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. How's your week been?
My week has been good.
Host of One Iconic Podcast.
Ask me. Hello.
Doing your thing.
Thank you. Thank you. Thanks for having me.
How you feel about the film?
I'm feeling really good about the film, especially after seeing both trailers. I feel really good. The cinematography was great.
Thank you.
You know, thanks to you. Am I in the den right now?
This
or-
is the Director's Den podcast. We outside.
Hello.
We outside. Your character is a part of the intricate web of corruption, power plays in the movie. What attracted you to this role, and how did you approach playing a character who might be seen as morally ambiguous or even villainous?
I'm like, what costumes are we gonna have? How am I gonna approach this? What are we gonna look like? Really? So this is not my first film with Steph, so I knew what he needed from me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm just like, oh, you need me to play the bad guy? Okay, we can do that. So I really had to tap into that. But I do like that I help out a little bit, so I'm not too much of a bad guy. You know,
Do you
maybe
like
a lover
roles
and a
that
hater.
give you edge? You like that edge?
So I like a little bit. I like a little bit of edge. Yeah, I like some edge.
It seems like your personal personality, like just outside of film, you like edge.
Yeah, I like edge.
Do you feel like you were just meant to, like your role, your personality, everything was just perfect for the role that you were given?
Okay, so I don't know if this is the best thing to say, but I do feel like I could have, maybe came with it a little more. I do feel that way. I feel like this is thrown off our shot. This don't really look too good in our shot. Okay. Yeah, I feel like if I had a chance to do it again, I could bring a little more a little more attitude, but it's all good. There's more to come.
Yeah.
But for what it is, I did a good job. And also hearing from you and Steph, what you guys told me, I'm like, okay,
Yeah, you
so
killed that. Hey, the opening scene.
You know what I'm saying? Maybe I ain't do so, but maybe it ain't that bad.
And if you didn't catch the trailer, I'm going to play the trailer again right after we get done interviewing Constance, because her opening scene is fire.
Dog, everybody is saying that. I'm like,
it's
okay.
fire. You did the job right. You
Okay.
played your role to a T. When you look at role play, how do you get in that mindset? How do you turn it on? Not everybody, because you're not a mean person in real life.
Yeah.
How do you cut that switch on to be like, you know what? F that nigga. You had a gun pointed to a nigga's head in the trunk.
And that was the very first time, as I told you, Eddie, that was the very first time I've ever held a gun. Real or fake. Very first time. And I think for me, how I turned that on is, I don't know if you know this, but for me, I'm going to retire in film, producing film. So it's like, how would you want, if you're casting someone, what would you want?
Yeah.
So it's like, let's take it there. Although I said, I feel like I could have done better. We are our worst critic, our toughest critic. So just get in that mode. I give you what I would want from, someone that I casted in the movie.
Yeah. When you look at behind the scenes, talk about just a moment that stood out to you, whether it was challenging to the film or a particular memory experience with the cast. Do you have any of those moments?
I don't really have any. If I had any challenges, it would probably be with me embodying my role. As far as castmates or things like that, I don't think there were any challenges. I think it was fun, really, most of the time I was filming. Like today, I don't know what it is with my wardrobe. I need to get to guy that needs to lose weight or something, because I had a wardrobe malfunction today, and I know on set I had a wardrobe malfunction. So maybe it's me. Maybe that's the challenge. It's just like, be better prepared, will ya?
Like you just said, you're your own critic.
Yeah.
And working with you on set, I noticed that you are very critical of yourself, which I believe is one key, that's a key thing that I feel like all successful people have.
Yeah.
I do it to myself all the time. I'm always constantly looking and saying I could have did that better. What are some of those things that you feel like you caught on set and then you made those changes and you were really happy with the improvements?
You said what were the things?
Yeah. Do you have any of those things that you feel like you didn't like at first, like when you went to go watch a take?
You know
and
what?
Then
I think for me, just being in the space that I'm in, whether I'm producing or whether I'm on set as a character, I think it's really preparation.
Yeah.
It's preparation for me. Yeah, with everything. And right now,
preparation is critical.
Yeah. I think that's what it is for me. And like you said, I am pretty critical. I'm like that with people too. But I think it's preparation. Yeah.
Now you work with Greg
He's
outside of film.
Yeah.
You work for his lawyer, his attorney office, right?
Yeah. His firm. Yeah.
Talk about that relationship and talk about building that relationship, bringing Greg on set, because he definitely gave you credit for bringing him in and helping him as a professional that is a lawyer. Most times you just won't step out into your creative spaces when you're in those type of professions.
Yeah.
Talk about bringing him in and how did that relationship work?
So in the beginning, and I even talked to a few other attorneys about this. When I had asked him, when Steph was, casting for this, and I had asked Greg, I'm like, have you ever done any acting? Would you be open to, doing this film? So, local director, and, things like that. And he's just like, yes. So for me, I'm like, you said yes a little too easy.
Right.
Are you really going to do this? So the fact that he committed to this, I felt really good about this, and it opened me up to, things were easier for me to ask.
Yeah.
Ask questions. Even the work relationship, I'm more comfortable with asking him the questions because he gave me an answer and he committed to it. Yeah. So it's like, and I remember when I first started working there, and it was something that had happened in his life. And then he had said one thing, and I'm like, okay, so he's honest. He's honest. So I'm just like, them my glasses. They're mine.
Don't touch her glasses.
You know what I'm saying? No. So it was just a level of comfort and appreciation that he really came through like that.
Yeah.
So it rolls over into work and being open. and able to be able to talk to him. So thanks, Greg, for not letting me down and look crazy.
Right.
And thanks, Steph, too, for, not making me look crazy, because it goes both ways.
Yeah.
Don't let me down, Greg. Don't let me down, Steph.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And they did their thing. I know it was like 18 months of filming, editing, script reads, and things like that, but it's finally here. So I'm really excited about that.
Lastly, what's next for Constance? You got one iconic podcast. You got media things that you're doing yourself. What's next for you?
So just still adding those key elements to the podcast. I am in the early stages of developing a mentorship program. So just, and that's something else that Greg is helping with, him and another attorney at the job. And really just making sure that I have everything that I need, because I'm going to be working with kids, and I need to make sure that, that that I'm able to lead first, number one.
Yeah.
And that they trust me and they're comfortable with me. So just adding my key elements to the podcast so I can finally drop the first episode, and then getting everyone on board with the mentorship program. This is something that I've wanted to do for a very, very long time, and it's finally coming together, and I'm very excited for that. So yeah, we're gonna do everything iconic. That's not just, me, it's me, Con, you know what I'm saying? But we're gonna play on that, and we're gonna do our thing. So,
well, Constance, it's been a pleasure working with you on the film. I definitely think that you brought it every time, and let everybody know where they can find your stuff, find you.
Yeah, so I have Instagram. I have Go by Constance. That's my personal page. And then I have One Iconic Podcast. That's my podcast page. You probably should follow me on Instagram.
Make sure y'all go follow her right now. Make sure y'all run up the views, and make sure y'all pay attention. Constance is bringing a lot of stuff to the city that I think is well needed, and I'm excited to see you move forward. Sis, coming up next, I'm going to play. I'm going to give y'all one more chance to watch the trailer. This is the trailer for Politics as Usual. Comes out August 24th. Go run it up.
Is it done?
You can start your campaign tomorrow.
With the election just a few months away, the race for the next mayor of Columbus is getting pretty intense.
Listen, I'm not worried about Victor just yet. I'm more concerned about who's able to bring these drugs in the city and distribute them without being seen or heard of.
Her name is Dakota Fleming, multi-millionaire, soon-to-be billionaire business tycoon. Can you ask Mom, can I come look at you?
Did something happen? You left Carter outside? Why you was in here getting hot?
I was coming right back. Old enough to look after himself.
I've been like that 12 years. And I ain't heard shit from you.
Where the fuck is my baby, motherfucker? Where the fuck am I baby?
You won't find a detective more dedicated to finding out what happened to your son.
I want to know why people feel safe walking around these streets and you standing here getting high.
I grew up here. I'm from these streets. So I know what it takes to get this city back on track.
I'm gonna ask you one more time. Man, where Carter at?
So what you about to do? Fuck the city up? By yourself?
If I got to.
We don't know a lot about Stephen Victor other than his reputation as a businessman. He's kind of making his way into politics the way Trump did.
Tell you what, once they find out whose dad this kid is, hell of a lot more bodies gonna pile up.
Yo, welcome back, man. I hope y'all enjoyed the trailer. It's Politics as Usual coming out on 8/24. That's Mamba Day. Make sure you stay ready so you ain't gotta get ready. You feel me? We real stepping. Up next, man, we got Miss Sheree. Me and Sheree go back like 4 flats in a Cadillac. We went to the same high school, man, so super excited. working on set with her. Sheree, what's going on?
Hi, thanks for having me.
She ain't this sweet, y'all.
But
Sheree,
yeah.
how's your week been?
It's been good. It's been good. I'm excited for next Saturday, the 24th. See this premiere. I'm excited.
Yeah.
Yes.
You played a different type of role. A role that I would say is more supporting cast, but you had it was almost a leading role as well. You played Dez Arz's girlfriend in the movie. You had to deal with baby mom. Friend. Yeah, they was a little. It gave the feels it gave was almost like you was his girl, but friend. Y'all, when you look at your role and you look at the different parts you had to play, you had a lot of emotional times where you had to be emotional and nothing happened to you. There was times where you just had to almost draw all your energy from literally the person you're supporting, which is your friend Dez Arz. Talk about that experience and how hard that is to do.
Well, I feel like I have personal experience relating to the character, so I kind of tapped into those emotions.
Okay.
And then, I've known Dez, for some time, so just, our chemistry kind of clicked, so that also helped me as well.
Yeah.
So it wasn't as hard for me to click into those emotions, like I said, because I have personal experience with those emotions.
Yeah.
So it was really kind of, yeah.
Nah, I feel you on that. Can you tell us about your character's role in the story and how you navigate those intense political landscape of the film and all those intense emotional scenes?
Yeah, well, not to give out too much details.
Don't give them too much. This is coming out before the premiere.
So, being that supportive friend, just his decisions, being there for him, for his kid, wanting the best for them. Basically, that's who I am in real life. So, yeah.
You got lines in the movie like, if you, what was the one line in the trailer? Oh, you just gonna F up the whole city? You know what I mean?
The whole city.
If I got to. That's
Right.
a legendary line, but
That
talk
is.
about your support and like you said, it deals with you're tapping into real life things that you have experienced and gone through. What tips or tricks would you have for another actress that's coming off of the streets, first film? This is real raw, right? Like you ain't never did this before.
Yeah.
What were some things that you had to tap into outside of just those emotional pieces that made you successful?
I didn't act before.
Okay, I didn't know that.
Yeah, I worked with Steph back in 2016, 2017 before.
Okay.
But as far as this role, I feel like being comfortable with your castmates is good. It's very important. Getting feedback, critiques, and really taking that into your role, like humbly speaking, like just accepting that and putting it into work.
When you're working on a film, such complex narratives must have involved some fascinating behind-the-scenes moments. Talk about any of those behind-the-scenes moments or conversations you might have had with Lavish, Dez, that kind of just made you want to be your best.
So I feel like I wanted, in a sense, everything to be perfect. Like I was mainly working on my lines. Like I wanted to hit the lines. And it was like, okay, Sheree, kind of relax. Like we know you know the lines, tap in more with the emotion side. So like I said, taking feedback is very important. So to always better yourself. So I feel like that, me wanting to support Lavish's vision to come to life, that also played a part. Your eye-catching things played a part. And like I said, having very good co-stars.
Co-star?
Having good co-stars makes everything. I'm grateful that I had this experience, I would say, because everything was so positive. If everybody was in their feelings, everybody can give feedback. And like I said, you accept it, or you put in your next role. Your next, make you better.
Yeah. That's good, man. That's dope. I think I seen you grow a lot on set. Just from, going back, reviewing footage. You are the type of person that says, okay, now that I see myself doing it, this is what I know I need to tweak and perfect. Talk about just going forward. You know, the film is coming out soon, the premiere. It's going to be here next Saturday, August 24th, Mamba Day. What are you most excited for the audience to be able to see?
I'm excited for them to see all the plots and twists. I'm excited for the city to see. I feel like this is different. No, the city hasn't done this before. Like a movie premiere, having a chef, having an after party. It'd be like everybody in the film is so positive and doing something, making moves. Like I feel like the city hasn't seen this before. So this being new for the city, I'm excited for that. Like I said, I'm excited for Steph's visions to come to life. I'm excited for just seeing everything to, be put together.
What's next for Sheree?
What's next for me is to be continued. I don't want to give too much away.
We can't get the exclusive.
Yeah, you can. I do have some things in works, but I can't speak on it yet. So you just have to kind of, look out.
I tried it, man. Where can we find you? How can we stay up to date?
Yeah, so you can follow me on TikTok and Instagram. That's where I'm mainly active on. My Sheree _Moore. MISHEREE _AMOUR. Follow me and I will probably make my page public soon once these endeavors get finalized. But yeah, other than that, catch up with me.
Hey, man, the best kept secret is one that's never told. You know what I'm saying? Shout out Sheree, man. Sheree, it was definitely a pleasure working with you on this film. I look forward.
Reconnecting.
Yes, reconnecting. Yes. Class of 08, you know what I mean? She was the original Boom Squad lady in the Boom Squad. Yes. She know. So all my Boom Squad dudes out there, we used to get active. She was down, so I already knew when I seen her. He said, "Hey, we got Sheree." I was like, he kept calling you my Sheree.
Yeah,
and I was like, "Who is my Sheree?" And then when she pulled up, I was like,
Sheree.
Oh yeah, yeah, she Boom Squad official. So it was definitely a pleasure working with you, man. And I look forward to working on many more films with you too.
Thank you.
Coming up next, the highly anticipated
Mr. Denzel Washington himself.
Mr. Denzel Washington. The man was asked, is he LeBron? The man was asked, is he Denzel Washington? We couldn't go a day on set without somebody thinking he was somebody famous.
The superstar himself.
It's Mr. Dez Arz. The Media Day Mixer is popping. We got Dez Arz in the building. And this is the highly anticipated interview. I did if anybody knows, and if you're a fan of the Directors Den podcast, me and Dez have already did an off-the-couch interview where we dove into his life and, allow him to just kind of give a lot of flowers out to a lot of people that created the man, the myth, the legend. Dez, I'm going to ask you to go ahead and just grab your mic and pull it close to you.
Oh, my fault.
Yep.
My fault, brother.
And welcome, Dez Arz. What's going on, Dez?
I'm chilling, man. What's going on, brother?
I'm good, bro.
I'm
good.
Man. I'm looking at the screen. I'm looking kind of fly over there, man. Make sure y'all get some flicks of me, man. I need a new picture for my IG.
Mr. Dez Arz, Mr. Lead Role himself. Never thought I would ever get to work with you in this capacity.
Yeah.
It's been 2 years, man. The film's coming. How you feel?
I feel good, man. I'm happy, man. It's been a journey. It's been something that I've been wanting to do. I get in my career, honestly. Anybody that know me, man, it's been a long journey. I've been outside for a long time, man. So to finally be able to, do a movie and have a nice significant role in the movie is really a blessing, man. So I appreciate you. I appreciate Lav for casting me to be in this movie, man.
Oh yeah.
And I can't wait to see it on August 24th.
So 2 years ago, man, you chilling on the couch, no movie in the making, nothing. You get asked to be a part of this film. What's the first thing that goes through your mind?
I was sold off the rip. Little do Steph know, when I had a conversation with him, he was kind of hoping that I would agree. And when I read the script, before I knew what role I was gonna have anything, I was just like, I'm in. That's it. I ain't know what role I was playing. Yeah. I didn't ask for a particular character. I just wanted to be a part of it because this is something that I wanted, you know. So no matter if I had a small role or a big role in the movie, I was going to do it regardless. Yeah.
Your role is not just a small one; it's the lead actor, right?
Yeah.
First film,
right.
Lead actor.
Yeah.
You talk about you going through the journey in real life. You all types of media, different things, right? You got your own podcast.
Right.
You've been on part of the radio.
Yeah.
You're part of a lot of legendary things here in Columbus, soul
Right.
classics, a whole bunch of just motion here in the city in your life, and then you come into this lead role. What was it about your character that drew you to the role, and how did you prepare to portray him?
What drew me to the character is because if you know me, it's something that I'm not. So when you see the movie, I feel like people are gonna be entertained because it's typically a character that it's typically a temperament that I don't carry.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So once he told me that was the role he wanted me to play, I was instantly sold, and I was just really just trying to get to work and get in the character.
In the movie, you have a son.
Yeah.
Dupree can't be here with us today.
Right.
You don't have no kids in real life.
No.
That's another. I felt like my man was hit with every single thing that a person can be hit with, right? Like you talk about coming into this role, first movie. You're asking me to be somebody I'm not, and then on top of that, you're asking me to portray a father, which most know don't come light, right?
Right.
How did you navigate the emotional and psychological depth required for the role, and especially with the high stakes of the storyline being a father?
I'm not gonna lie, in the beginning it was kind of tough because everybody, life was life, and everybody, outside of just me, everybody in particular with the movie, so we kind of just had to adjust to those schedules. So I feel like, every time we would kind of get on a road, we would have to stop for a period of time.
Yeah.
And then, these last couple of months, we really got to lock in. So, reading the script and knowing what I was able to deal with, it was easy for me to get in the character just because I was big on just making sure, the movie was, believable. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I think that's, most important is just making sure that, I really embody the character and make these scenes and roles really look like something that somebody would do in real life.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it really wasn't too hard because I was kind of, prepared for this moment. You feel me? I was waiting to be caught in the game.
You famous out here in these streets, man, because every time we was on set, somebody called you LeBron James. So, Kid literally stopped his dad in tracks. I think that's Bronny. Not Bronny. I think that's Bron. Big Bron. Denzel Washington. And the list could go on of, actors going through this role. Were there any actors that you really did sit down and watch their temperament to become better?
I'm not gonna lie. I really want to say I watched any actors to embody this character.
Mm-hmm.
I really just tried to make sure when I was on set, whatever scene that I was doing, I just really bringing those emotions out because I want people to watch the film and be like, all right, that's how somebody should react in that particular moment. So I think the one scene that everybody keeps reciting right now, if I got to, I think. That was probably one of my favorite scenes because I was really able to bring that to life. We had to, you wasn't there because you had something to do, but when we was doing that scene, we probably had to do that scene 15, 20 times because Sheree kept laughing because I was getting all up in her face and shit. Y'all just got to see the trailer, so when y'all see the full scene, y'all gonna see what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
But it was, so I was just really bringing it to life, and she hold up, I ain't ready. But I'm like, you gotta get ready.
Right.
I gotta make this, I gotta
be
sell
ready.
it. Yeah.
You talk about just the balance of everything, right?
Yeah.
Dealing with outside life, dealing with set, all different roles. How do you turn the switch on and how do you turn it off?
I'm not gonna lie, bro. It was tough, man, because I during the filming of the movie, I kind of went through some personal stuff. During that, you feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But my biggest thing is not bringing outside the work. You feel what I'm saying? So being able to turn it on and off wasn't easy, but I just wanted to make sure that I delivered the best product as possible. So I definitely was going through personal issues while filming the movie, but I think it actually helped me though as well, because it helped build that fire into me and really bring the character to life. So, I can't wait for y'all to see it, man. I can't really get a movie up, but when y'all see it, y'all kind of see what I'm talking about.
What was the most challenging scene for you, and how did you approach it?
I would say the most challenging scene for me was probably when I got shot. Because it was cold as fuck that day.
It was. We asked my man to be in a beater
right.
too.
When we had to do the scene where we had to do the graveyard scene, that was, it wasn't tough. It wasn't tough, but it kind of reminded me of personal stuff when I was at the grave site. You know what I'm saying? So just a lot of my loved ones, particularly like my grandma. My grandma passed my junior year of high school. So
sorry to hear that.
It kind of, it was just like, damn, man, I really wish my grandma was here to see all the stuff that I've been doing over the years, So, but being able to still stay in character and do the movie and not let that overwhelm me, it was tough, So I would say that was probably the hardest scene.
Being a father in the movie,
right?
Not a father outside the movie. You think you ready to be a dad?
No.
Could you? It's heavy.
Yeah, because it's easy, being in the movie, having nieces and nephews. It's easy to just be like, all right, I gotta go. I can go. You feel what I'm saying? You can't turn that shit off when you're a dad.
Yeah.
You feel me?
You had to tap into a moment, man. You found out your son on the film, his mother passed away, right?
Oh yeah, that scene was tough too. Yeah.
Talk about these real life experiences and talking about having to draw and pull from emotion. What emotion did you pull from dealing with a lot of the scenes with your son? Finding him being kidnapped. This is all emotional, draining stuff. If you was really going through this in real life, like, bro, you tight. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. So I'm glad you brought all that to the light, and that's what I'm saying. Like that's. When people get to see the movie, it's easy to critique when you're not in the movie, right?
Yeah.
But like, they don't understand it. Like when we filming, they don't understand. Like, especially for you, Steph. Like, y'all might have started at like 8, 9 o'clock in the morning. I might not come to set till like 2 o'clock, but y'all done already did 4 or 5 scenes, so everybody tired. But even when we doing our scenes, they don't understand that. A lot of these scenes, we did 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 takes. You feel me? So keeping that energy every time we gotta do a retake is tough. You know what I mean? And just embodying the moment, seeing what's going on, being able to pull that emotion out. Okay, all right, good. Now I gotta get this angle. Now being able to do it again, do it on cue, like that shit is not easy. So, doing this whole process, it gave me a whole new respect for actors and actresses. And man, but it was tough, but it's fun, man. I hopefully I get another opportunity to do some more stuff, but I had a ball doing it, man. I can't lie, man.
Working with director Lavish, was this your first time working with him?
Absolutely.
How was the experience?
The experience was dope, and I think also too as well, outside of the film, we started building a personal relationship. So I would call him every day, just trying to I understand that doing this is not easy, bro. And I gotta super salute you, super salute Steph, because y'all still got life outside of this. Y'all got children and all that type of stuff, and being able to do this, and then also too just dealing with all the different personalities. Y'all gotta mesh. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of this is a lot of everybody's first time working together as a unit, and I think the camaraderie came further on. Like once we start getting towards the end of the movie, I think we really started bonding more. In the beginning, it was kind of tough.
It's kind of weird how it happens too, because it's like, dang, we just get to the spot and now it's over.
Yeah, bro, absolutely. That's true, because in the beginning it was tough. Everybody was kind of just like, all right, I'm gonna come do my scene, I'm out. You know what I mean? And then as it was going on, we started forming more of a bond, and then, we kind of had that period where we couldn't record at all because, weather change and stuff started happening. So it was tough, man, but I'm glad we was able to get it together, man, and I think the city will be pleased for what they're gonna see, man.
Speaking of the city of Columbus, man, born and raised, I know on the last episode that I had you on, we talked about your life. You talked about what the city needs, and just coming back, just having that camaraderie, and if we had more of that, how the city could be bigger than what it already is.
Right.
How do you think that this film is going to play a big part in that?
Well, I think with the film, I think Steph did a great job of casting. You got to think about it. We got a lot of different characters, a lot of different people, a lot of different personalities we're dealing with, and a lot of different walks of life. Like, everybody do something different. And if you kind of think about the film, even as we promote it, we all have our own different little lanes. So everybody really about to mesh all their worlds together during the premiere, right?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that's one way. And like, this is really a Columbus movie. This was filmed here. Everybody that's in the movies either is from Columbus or lived here for quite some time.
Right.
You feel me? We have Columbus monuments, like, you know what I mean? Like, this is a Columbus movie with Columbus people in it. You feel what I'm saying? So I think it's a start. You know, anytime you're dealing with something like this, or just when you're trying to deal with a common goal, it's tough. I mean, look at the Olympics, right? Like, we almost lost to Serbia. You know what I'm saying? But we was able to pull it out. But getting everybody to buy in on one goal, and have people sacrifice who they are in their own individual worlds to be a team player is easier said than done. You know what I'm saying? But I think, like you said, once we got close to the end of the movie, we started getting it. Like, oh, okay, we gotta sacrifice for the team, no matter how big your role is, big or small. So this is just an example. I hope, going forward, doing this film, we can inspire others to kind of just come together, pull their resources. And, I love Columbus. A lot of people be like, man, I hate this city. I can't wait to leave or whatever. Like, I love my city. I'm born and raised here. Of course, I want to expand, but I'm going to always, like, have a house in Columbus, no matter. Yeah. And when it's all said and done, I got to be buried here. You know what I mean?
When you look at just the scale of, where you're going in your life and your career, I talk to Steph a lot, and he was always kind of just telling me, like, man, Dez, man, he really, I think he really trying to, like, go down this path.
Yeah.
What's the journey look like for you?
Man, I would love to do more. I had a ball doing this, man. I got a homie actually in Detroit, my homie Rose Spit. He's in a lot of the big Detroit movies. I've been seeing him doing this thing, so I've been watching him, from afar and got inspired. I'm a big fan of the Detroit music culture, so I've been watching a lot of the the rappers and stuff like that, and kind of doing the independent scene, and that was the first thing that inspired me to be like, man, I want to do something like that. And just gain another inspiration. There was a YouTube series called Money and Violence. I like what they was doing with that. Yeah, I mean, so that. I always wanted to do something like this. So to be able to get a chance to do this movie was a blessing. So hopefully, whether it's Steph or whoever, man, I can get more roles and keep this shit rocking for real.
Lastly, man, and I'll let you get back to the media day. When you look at just like the future of film and the future of art here in Columbus, how can we be better together?
I feel like sky's the limit. We ain't even scratched the surface yet. Think about it. It's not really many people in this lane right now doing it. So I think politics as usual is going to inspire others to hop into this lane, and I feel like that's what we want, right? I think a lot of times we get that confused and people be like, oh, everybody trying to ride my wave. Like, nah, everybody can. It's so much opportunities out here, and so much. Everybody got different visions. Everybody got different eyes. So this is what it should do, right? It should inspire at least one more person to start filming, and start doing movies. Like, it should be no knock on it. So
I agree.
I think this is going to kick down the door. People are going to gain inspiration from this. People are going to see this. They're going to like it. Like, yo, I like what they did, and I think I can do something dope, which is what it should do. It shouldn't be taken. It shouldn't be taken as a slight. You feel what I'm saying? Like, oh damn. Just like artists, artists see other artists. Like, think about it. Lil Wayne was calling himself the best rapper alive, but he was inspired by Jay-Z, right? But he has the utmost respect for Jay-Z. He talks big of Jay-Z.
Yep.
When he got in his legal trouble and all stuff, who came to the rescue? Jay-Z. You feel what I'm saying? So I think that's what it should be. And I feel like sometimes, like, competition shouldn't always be negative. Sometimes it's healthy competition. Because if you see somebody else on the block, like you do film, you do videography. When you see somebody else come do some dope shit, that inspires you to be like, oh shit, I gotta get on my shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
That friendly competition.
Yeah, because if you're just a big man on campus and you ain't got nobody really, you gonna be like,
Right.
You know what I mean?
It's lonely at the top, bro. And I always tell people, man, you know, why try to be at the top, man, by yourself? Because you're just putting a ceiling on yourself. I want somebody else to be better.
Yeah.
You know, I feel like artists like myself, we were inspired by like Dom Campbell, you know, Imperium Studios. They've been shooting films before us, right?
Yeah.
Like, so you extract what you can from the wins and the successes. You have those private meetings with those people, and you draw from it what you can draw from it. What inspiring words can you leave us with today for somebody that could be in your shoes today? Somebody that never been an artist, never been on movie, never had to memorize lines or anything like that. What encouraging words can you give them?
I would say, bro, don't give up, man. Sky's the limit. Go do it. Don't, you know, it's easier said than done, but block out the self-doubt. You never know what you can do until you do it. And there's going to be trials and errors when you do it, even once you feel like you're starting to get good. Think about it, bro. You do your film stuff, and then every time you might do something, you see something you can do better. Or you run into somebody else like, damn, I didn't even know I could. Like, I didn't even know that. All right, now I'm gonna add this to my repertoire, but I'm gonna add my own twist to it. So, I feel like the biggest thing is you gotta just whatever it is that you want to do, go do it.
Just
and then go ahead and fall on your face if you got to, but just don't quit. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what I've always been doing my whole life, bro. Like, you know what I mean? People don't even be knowing like half the stuff I've been going through, but it's just like. You can't quit, bro, because you never know. All it take is that one magic moment, bro, and you could be looking at life totally different. You feel me? So,
man, you heard it here first, man. Make sure if you jumping in this lane, man, my words of encouragement is fail fast, and learn how to fail fast in all things that you do. I don't hop into nothing that I do not want to fail in. I need to fail. I need to see where I'm weak at. I need to see the strong points and the different things that I'm good at and the things that I need work at. So that way, 10 years from now, I'm not making the same mistakes, right?
Yeah.
We pushing the envelope forward, man. Dez Arz, tell them where they can find you, man, how they can look up your information.
I'm Dez _Arnaz on IG. Just Dez Arnaz on everything else. Get at me, man. What we talking about podcasts. Yeah, man, I'm outside trying to make it happen, man.
Hey, the Soul Classic New Era Fitted is killing it right now.
Come on, man. Y'all know I'm always repping the team,
I'm
always repping the team, bro. That's a given. You feel what I'm saying?
I need one of those hats,
That's
so
always,
I might be down to Soul
always.
Classics this week, man.
Always
Dez,
repping the team.
it's been a pleasure working with you, man. You know, I feel like, I'm excited to do more work with you and Lav. I'm excited to continue pushing the envelope, man, and keep collaborating, man. I think this is what the city needs, man.
Absolutely. Had a pleasure.
And that is going to wrap it up for episode 27 here on the Director's Den podcast. Make sure y'all follow us on all social media platforms at the Director's Den podcast. Listen, I truly appreciate everybody tapping in. 8/24. Mamba Day.
Yeah.
Show up, show out, red carpet. Shout out JP Visuals. He gonna be there snapping us up. Man, come down. Phoenix Lennox here, Columbus, Ohio. We outside right now. We at Ali Burger. Shout out Big Mike. We getting it in. We on High Street, baby. It's the Director's Den. We out.
Right.
Gotta pick me up. Ain't no hands out for free. We getting bigger now. We just try to live it up. Took a couple years to see. They get the picture now. Moments like Kodak, Tiny Desk, Go Mac. Life before the net when people tried to learn the whole facts. Amazon, Bezos, monopolize the pesos. Hey, you see, I'm trying to change the motherfucker.